This is Scott Bauer with Prosper Trading Academy in your SIBO Vol 411. Yesterday, volume about 46 million contracts, almost 10% higher than recent averages. Overall put call ratio below 1 to 1 at about 0.9 to 1. SPX traded just over 3 million contracts, 1.2 to 1 put call. SPY 7.3 million contracts. And in the VIX, about 600,000 contracts traded, just over 2.5 to 1 call to put, a bit lower than normal. Heavy volume yesterday in the VIX December 16 calls and the January 16 calls. And looking at some of the ETFs, the 20-year bond ETF, TLT, traded over 1 million contracts, 2.5 times its normal average. Calls were about 73% of the volume as traders possibly looking for rates to continue falling. Another one that stood out to me yesterday was AMD with almost 700,000 contracts, about 50% more than normal. Almost 70% were on the call side, and this morning we see AMD sharply higher, up about 3%. Yesterday, 50,000 of the 120 calls, 50,000 of the 125 calls, both expiring tomorrow, traded yesterday. And as usual, Tesla was extremely active yesterday. This week's expiring 245 calls traded 170,000 yesterday. The VIX futures curve pretty much in line with where it was last week. Spot hovering around 13, January up near 16. That increases out to about 18.5 out to June. This is Scott Bauer with Prosper Trading Academy and your SIBO Vol 411.